We need to be able to talk about what we have to go through every single month. Like, it's not our fault. If we want to blame anybody, then let's call up Eve. Like, why did you eat the apple? Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me today. So let's jump right into this tea time with Katie. Now, disclaimer. I know people don't like talking about periods and body fluids and all of that stuff, but like, why the hell not? Us as women, we have to go through it for a week, if more. Sometimes you get premenstrual symptoms every month, every year of our life. So why is this so taboo to talk about?
What? I'm menstruating. Why is that a big deal?
We need to be able to talk about what we have to go through every single month. Like, it's not our fault. If we want to blame anybody, then let's call up Eve. Like, why did you eat the apple? Like, there was nothing else for you to eat, sis. You did this to us.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
But it's not our fault. So let's normalize talking about this, especially for the young girls. You should be able to talk about your periods and what you're going through. That's why sometimes we have things that we don't even know about, because we don't talk about these things with our friends or anybody else to be able to see symptoms of what's going on with your body. So today, we're going to talk about it. All right, so if you did not watch my other video where I talk about the surgery I had in Dubai, I'm going to link that so you can check it out. But after I had the fibroid surgery, I started to research how I can not get fibroids anymore, how to prevent them. So there's no real reason of why women get them. They're higher in Black women than they are any other women, and there's no real research about how to prevent them. And while I was researching fibroids, I came across a whole lot of articles about menstrual cups and about how bad, what's in our pads and tampons. So I said, since I know I needed to change how I was eating and start exercising and all of those other things, after the fibroid surgery, I said, hey, let me try this too. I know that pads and tampons are bad for the environment. So I'm like, hey, let me do my part for my body and the world by trying these cups.
We're the Planeteers. You can be one too, because saving our planet is the thing to do.
So, menstrual cups. This was the first one I ordered. These things have absolutely changed my life. They have changed everything I've thought about when it comes to having your period. Like, I want my money back. All of those years of buying pads and tampons, which I think should be free anyway, but I want a refund. Give me a refund and give me one of those. I don't know if these was always out, if this is something new, but somebody should have signed me up a long time ago.
Once again, things that could have been brought to my attention yesterday!
Because I have already saved hundreds of dollars by using these cups. We have been spending so much money on pads and tampons for all of these years, when this one little thing for all your days of your period, and then you put away for the next time. So you boil it for a few minutes, about 5 or whatever, before use. I do before and after, because I don't want to store it dirty. So this one, the pink one, came in this little bag. This one also came with a little sponge to be able to clean it. It's made of silicone. Some people like, oh, they don't need the colors, because if there was dye, like you don't need the color in it. So that's why I also have a clear one. So this one, I don't know if you can tell by how I squeeze it, but they're both soft, but this one is a little firmer than this one. So this I use on heavy days. This is what's considered a large cup, and this is a medium cup. So this is for my lighter days, like the last couple of days when you kind of like spotting but not really bleeding. And this is for my first couple of days, and it's a little bit firmer. Okay, so there are so many of these cups. These two are different brands. There are so many folds. I watched numerous YouTube ones to be able to know how to fold it, to use it, and it was trial and error. So what I will say about this cup is, just like everything else, you have to give it a chance to work. Do not give up on it. I've told everybody so far that I've told about the cup, I have said try it for a month or two before you just give up on it, right? It's just like putting in contacts. And me, sis, I still can't put in contacts, and I'm grown. So everything is not for everybody. So you may try it and it may not be for you. It was 30 something dirhams, which is the equivalent to like 10 US dollars. So go on Amazon and get you one. If you happen not to like it, you only wasted just a few dollars. It's a learning curve with it, okay? Because there are numerous folds. I'm gonna show you how I do mine. So I push it down all the way, and then I hold it. So it is about the size of a tampon, going in, and I'm just able to put it in. Once it get in, it releases. You kind of go like this to make sure that it released, and boom, it's done. Same for this one. This was smaller to be able to do, but I push it all the way down. I think this is called the C-fold. I then take my finger out, hold it like this, and boom, slide it right in. You let it go, and you make sure that it's open. 1, 2, 3. Like, once you get used to doing it, it takes just as much time as using a tampon. So if you use tampons, you can use this. Now, once you get used to using it, it is not messy. The first thing I thought is like, I'm gonna have blood everywhere, on my hands, on my everywhere. No, it is not messy. To me, I feel like when leakage, depending on how heavy your periods are, can be more messy on your underwear and your sheets and things like that than the cup can. If you have leakage from the cup, then you did not insert it right. Once you learn how to insert it, you will not have any more leakage. You will never leak unless you're using a cup that's not the right size also. So if you're heavier, and I'm going to insert a little chart that tells you, because the sizes go by obviously like width and length, but it's also for if you're, light, heavy, and also if you're using this cup if you're a teenager, then they say you should get the small one. It has also saved my life, because just imagine not having to carry around extra pads and tampons everywhere you go all the time. But right now I still do purchase panty liners for those, when I'm ending off the last day or so, when I fully don't need to have a cup all the way in, but just in case I have any spotting. Just think about all of the money you are going to save. Another thing is that this is the cup for the heavy flow. Never, in 4 months now I have been using this, never have I filled up the cup, even on my heavy days. And in my brain, I'm just thinking, what? Every 2 hours I would be changing the pad. Now they do say the best way to do it in the shower, because put a leg up, take it out, and then you're in the shower. So you can rinse the cup, and then you can put it back in when you're in the shower, and then go about your business. I put it in the morning. I go to work all day without having to worry about changing a pad or a tampon. I had to make this video because personally, I've just been hitting up friends and telling them about it. And so far, I have 3 friends who have tried it. All 3 love it. One friend has really long nails, and there are so many different kinds. So we did some more research, and we found one that has a loop. Like, instead of just having this, it has a loop that you could put your finger through and be able to pull it down to be able to get it out. Because some of these on some is really short. They do say that you can cut this if you feel like it's hanging out too long. So you can customize it for you to be able to use it so it's comfortable for you the way you need to do it. So sis, try it. Try it. Try it. Try it. Okay, get you a cheap one, sis. Try it for 2 months. I say at least give it 2, really 3, but give it 2 so you surpass that learning curve, and then come back in these comments and tell me what you think. I promise you, these things will change your life and they will save you a lot of money. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but for a few dollars, same as a box of pads, for a few dollars in one period, you can try it to see if it may just change your life. Thanks for joining Tea Time with Kendra. Come back again. Every Wednesday, videos are posted.